Hey, best friend, sister, girlfriend. It's your girlfriend next door and friendship coach, Andrea. Listen, I hope everyone had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving. Now that it's over and we head into the holidays, it's a few things that normally come up during the holidays that I want to talk to you about and maybe allow you to think about some things before other things start to happen. Have you ever been in a relationship or friendship long term and this person knows, let's just say, a lot about you? They've known you maybe through your college years, your high school years, maybe even back to elementary, and they're just over familiar with your life to the point that it might be a little irritating. You know what I mean? They're able to make the jokes. They're able to be your remember when. They're able to do or say things that may not always be favorable to you. Okay? Some people don't know how to control it, even though you may have done the work, you may have set the boundaries, all these different things. But when the holidays get here, you know what happens. People tend to let loose, have libations. We're having fun. We're doing all the things, right? We're doing all the things. We're really enjoying each other. And sometimes, not all the times, and it may not even be coming from a bad place, but you will start to see maybe some judgment or some criticism or any of you know, the things that can, for a lack of better terms, start to get under your skin. And, there isn't a way to maybe have this communication break down anything because we're amongst people. We're amongst family, we're amongst other friends, different people like that. So we're not able to really sit them down or maybe even take them away and say at that moment, can we just not discuss these things right now? So when you have sometimes a loss of privacy, and we know this happens, let's just be honest, even with our parents, right? It's those old stories that they like to tell everyone, that they find to be hilarious. You may not find the humor in that anymore, but you've allowed them to have their time, right? You're like mom and dad, cousin, sister, brother, friend. You guys have told this story a million times over. So it's to the point now that we have to learn to shut down the energy. We shut down the energy. We no longer feed into it. We no longer allow them, even if they start to bring it up. I mean, if you're very uncomfortable, you may even leave the room, but not in a way that you're making a scene, that you're getting up, say, oh, I have to go to the restroom, or I just received a phone call, I need to take this, or something, just to remove yourself from that environment. Because you may, like I said, you may have done all of the work. You have told them before that you don't enjoy this story. It doesn't make you feel good. You don't want to combat it with another story about them and going back and forth to make people feel bad. And then sometimes, and we all have seen this. We all have seen it, girl. We have all seen it, girl, guy, whatever you are. Non-binary, whatever you are. We have seen it go from bad to worse during the holidays. And so I wanted to give you a friendly reminder that A, this may happen, and B, just when you have, like I said, if you've done the work, if you haven't done the work, if it's not anything that makes you feel good, sometimes you just have to remove yourself from the space. Not long term, just enough to clear the room, change the scenery, the message. And sometimes, you know, you have to come in a smart way and just change the trajectory of the conversation. You may have to bring up, oh my God, such and such just had just made a major score on what football game it is, or did you guys just hear? I mean, it's so much going on in the news, honey. You do not have to be the headline at the holiday. Okay, bring up another topic, adjust the room a little bit, just so it's off of you, and just go in knowing and understanding that this may be a part of the holiday weekend or the festivities, because we have what we have what are the next things we have? Oh, work parties. Be careful with those. Okay, we have the holiday work parties. We have the friends. Oh, I'm going to have a gathering at my house. We have the parents. We have the neighbors. There are so many different segments or groups in our lives that we may be participating in. And I just want you guys to be happy. And I feel like I came in a Debbie Downer today. I didn't mean to come in a Debbie Downer, but I was just thinking about when someone has that type of relationship and it doesn't allow you to, how can I say it, predict. You can't predict what people are going to say. You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to have a reasonable explanation of why, sometimes people bring things up, but you're definitely able to take control of what you're able to do and your expectations and what you can control, right? We sometimes can't control other people. And I hope and I pray that nothing happens to a point that you guys have to leave a situation altogether. I hope that you can, like I said, adjust the room, change the atmosphere, bring up something else that doesn't pertain information about you. And this is going to lead to another topic on the podcast. I guess I should talk about how relationships are severed sometimes when people just know too much about you. You know, they could just know too much about you, and too much about them. And sometimes, and I know some of you guys can relate. Let me raise my hand. When people know a lot about you, sometimes they tend to, when mad day comes, they tend to want to what? Use those things against you. And we can't have that. Mm-mm. All right, you guys. 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes in. I love you guys. I'll check back in for another little something, but that was on my mind, so I wanted to share that. I hope you guys are doing good. So bye, best friend, sister, girlfriend. All right, bye.